Most people are wasting their entire arm day without realizing it. They go either too light a weight, no progression, no full range of motion, resting too little, too much. As you can see, as this first exercise, incline curls, it loads the lengthened position. So it's a really good stretching exercise. It's also good for progressive overload. That was a warm-up set, that's why. And this is like the end of my first working set. So obviously you can see training really hard. Full range of motion, kind of a slight pause at the bottom. And then had to grind this last rep out. I just started back doing these just because I really like how they feel. Here's another angle from the side. I think it's really good contraction, and like I said, it loads the lengthened position, which is the most important for hypertrophy, which is the stretch. Yeah, these are kind of hard to progress on though, because it's like really like the stretch at the bottom. It's really hard to like get the first rep up from that. But I mean, once you get started, you can get it pretty well. And I generally rest like 2 minutes between these. You don't want to rest too much, too little. You're not going to be as ready to do your next set, as many motor recruitment as for the next set. And then too much, then you're just going to become unwarmed up, and you're not going to have as good of a next set if you take too long. And then, like I said earlier, going heavy on these, not going light, training really hard, training to failure. No RIR, just straight failure. And generally, in this video, I'll show you I do more biceps training. So the next thing I do in my arm day is straight bar tricep pushdowns. This is a warm-up set. Obviously, it's why I'm moving the weight quickly. I try to focus on doing these slow because I find if I try to do them too heavy or fast, then I'm definitely ego lifting. It's really easy to ego lift on these. I've made a video about it before. But you just want to take these slow. And then this is still a warm-up set. Just a different angle of what it looks like. Just make sure you're isolating the triceps. If you don't, you're going to get other muscles working in. And this is my first working set. Also didn't take this to any RIR. It's just straight to failure. Also going full range of motion on these, getting the stretch at the top. Even though this doesn't give you that good of a stretch, you still need to go slow in the eccentric, which is the stretching half of the movement, and you need to go slow on it. This is just another angle of this. This is my second working set. I do usually 2 for this. I used to do 1, but that just didn't feel like enough. I upped it a little, but still trained to failure each set of these. So I do these usually, and then overhead tricep pushdowns, as you'll see later in the video. I like the overhead better though, just because the target's, I'm pretty sure, all heads of the tricep. But this is still good. I've done this ever since I started lifting, and I think it's still generally effective. So before this, this is what I do for my side delts, main movement. I usually do cable lateral raises, but the cable was feeling weird. I don't know why. So I did this machine. I'm trying to keep my elbows from taking over, because if you keep your if you use your elbows and you like drive your elbows up, you're generally more likely to use your traps instead of your side delts. But before this, I did rear delt flies on the pec deck, so reverse rear delt flies. I really like those, getting the stretch. And I also did shoulder press. And then this is the other side, just trying to keep that arm straight. So I'm really isolating the side delt. Again, I did 2 sets of this, taking this to failure. Generally go lower reps on side delts. I know this is not popular, but I like to do it. And I mean, I think it works pretty well. So the next tricep movement is overhead tricep extensions. I really like these. I really like getting the stretch. They are kind of hard to progress on though, which, I mean, you just need to be patient, and just have the right form, and you should be able to progress. Make sure you're going really slow on the eccentric, so you're getting the stretch in. And then that's what matters like most on these, just the eccentric. Taking these to failure, like everything else, pretty normal. And then next, I have alternating bicep curls. So I made This is loading the shorten position, and then the incline curls earlier, we're loading the lengthen. These are kind of just more of like a for fun movement. I like to do these. You can do that generally if you want. Just do a movement that's fun, and then do a movement that is generally better for you, like incline curls. I also do this for chest. I like to bench, so I do that, but then I also do flies, which is the main movement of the chest, so it's good to train that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll answer them, but thanks.